Alright, hey guys, this is Murbo's TCG back in the video. This video will be talking about the new generic support, just generic cards overall. Yeah, this is for dueling NEXUS, so let's just get started here. So here we have Behemoth, the king of all wars. So this looks like it's going to be a revamped version of Behemoth, the king of all monsters, I think was his name. And yeah, we can see here the design's pretty cool. It looks a lot bigger. And here he's a 2700 attack monster with 1500 defense. You can normal summon slash set this card with 1 tribute. So it's a pretty easy way to just get a level 10 monster just by tributing once, and it does make it a normal summon monster. And if this card is normal or special summon, you can target one beast, beast warrior, or winged beast monster in your grave, add it to your hand, and if you do, this card loses 700 attack. So this already, you can see some applications for Tri Brigade being able to use this card in order to normal summon it or special summon it in order to get some more material. Means that you can actually use this card just to recycle a bunch of things. And then this normal summon slash set card is unaffected by activated effects from special summon monsters. So that's pretty cool. It's just immune from special summon monsters. So the main thing you're gonna have to worry about are spells and traps and continuous monster effects that are on the board that might be disruptive. But this looks like a pretty powerful monster, and then once returned during the end phase, you can make this card gain 700 attack. So it can get pretty beefy over time. Obviously, I don't think it's going to make it like too long. But yeah, you can continue to beef it. If it survives until your end phase, you can get it to 3400 attack if you don't use this effect. If you do use the effect, you can keep it at 2700 attack, which is pretty beefy. And then keeping it as a normal summon monster is actually pretty difficult for a lot of people to get rid of it without using monster effects. So I think that's a fun card to use. I think a lot of people are going to be at least experimenting with this card and see what they can get out of this. And here we have Magnum the Reliever. So it's a level 8 Light Fiend Fusion effect monster. It requires 1 monster special summon from the extra deck and 1 monster in the hand. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. You can target 1 poly spell or fusion spell in your grave, place it on the bottom of your deck, then draw 1 card. So recycle, it can recycle these cards and being able to draw. That seems okay. When another card effect is activated, quick effect, you can banish 1 poly spell or fusion from your grave, then target 1 card on the field, destroy it. So this looks pretty good for a deck that's able to get a lot of poly that uses like polys and fusion spells, but doesn't seem like it's going to be doing too much in order to warrant using this card. So I don't really see like what role it'll play. It can just pop a card and it can help you recycle things, but doesn't seem extremely powerful. It doesn't seem that strong in order for me to consider using it. But if you guys want to play around with it, make sure to check it out and let me know if you guys have found any uses for this. And this looks like a new Gaia. So here we have Gaia Blaze, the force of the blazing sun. So you can see here he's actually burning up. It looks like he's charging. He's a level 7 fire pyro synchro monster with 2600 attack, 2100 defense. He requires 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner, so he's a generic synchro. When this attacking card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can activate this effect. This card can make a second attack in a row. So that's okay. At the end of the battle phase, you can target fire monsters in your grave up to a number of monsters this card destroyed by battle. Add them to your hand. So that's actually an okay way of just recycling something. This could be an okay card for a fire deck that, you know, is able to synchro summon and can have like this as a weird tech card for those situations where you can see that you're able to attack, like you see like an open board and you're able to just attack your opponent's monsters, and being able to do that in order to recycle some things could be pretty decent, especially for some fire decks that struggle with resource management. But yeah, this seems like an okay card that might see some play, but I don't think like anything too competitively. Then we have Telematic Kratos, which looks really cool here. It's a generic rank 8 dark spellcaster exceed effect monster. Each time your opponent activates a trapper card or effect or monster effect, place 1 spell counter on this card when it resolves, so the maximum is 9. You can remove 3 spell counters from this card, apply 1 of these effects. Add 1 spell or 1 spellcaster effect monster from your deck to your hand. Special summon 1 spellcaster monster from your hand or deck. If this card would be destroyed, you can attach 1 material from it instead. So this card can be kind of fun to play around with. I mean, you can just sit on it and just as a way of just try to persuade your opponent not to use any trap effects or monster effects, or otherwise you're going to be building up some spell counters. Yeah, it's a manual effect. It's an ignition effect. This one, his second effect is an ignition effect, and this being able to form, like, this is a decent form of protection, but they're still able to bounce your card, able to you know, negate it using other means, and then removing it or banishing it. So there's a lot of ways of getting rid of this card, and it doesn't provide a lot of protection for that. but so it doesn't seem that worth it to get. It's just to persuade your opponent to not use monster effects. I think they're still going to do it and then just get rid of this card before you're able to use this effect. Doesn't seem like, I don't think it's going to see too much play. Here we have Hypermorph slash Egomorph, which is a quick play spell card, so that's pretty cool. You can only activate one card with this card's name once per turn. At the start of the damage step, if your monster battles an opponent's monster, activate one of these effects. Change the attacking monster to defense position. Return the attacking target to the hand. Destroy both battling monsters. It looks like a fun card to put in for people that are just learning to play the game, as it's able to do quite a lot of different things. But I don't think it's going to see too much competitive play. But I think it's going to be a fun little tech card to have just to show someone how to play. And then here we have the final card, which is the Posing Mirror of the Underworld. It's a normal trap card. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. When you take damage from an opponent's attack or card effect, applies effect based on the type of damage. So if you take battle damage, special on one monster from your grave with attack equal to or lower than the damage you took. And if you do, end the battle phase after the damage step. Effect, inflict twice that much damage to your opponent. Again, this kind of seems like a decent card for just teaching someone how to play the game, and can give you that little bit of satisfaction. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a too competitive card, but it has a good amount of uses here, and it can be pretty flexible just depending on the type of damage you take. Just being able to recycle or special summon something out, or giving your opponent some effect damage. It seems okay. It doesn't seem bad at all. It just doesn't seem like too strong in order to like warrant using it. But yeah, what do you guys think of these generic cards? Are you guys thinking about running any of these or testing them? If you do, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.